Dan Hardy here for BT Sport with none other than Tony Ferguson, El Kukui. There's so much to talk about with this weekend. Obviously you're fighting, and that's massive. So let's start with that. Anthony Pettis, what are your thoughts on him as an opponent?
He's a game opponent. He's had his time. He had his time to shine, but this is my time. It's been my time, and it'll still continue to be my time, even through this weekend.
What about his game? Have you done your research? Have you watched his videos? Is there anything that stands out about him that you kind of got in the back of your mind, I've got to watch out for this in the first round?
He's a tricky opponent, but I'm game planning this fight. He's very game with his kicks. He's got his punch combos there. I think he thinks he's a boxer, but in Taekwondo, he's got light pillow hands. So he's never felt any power like me. I'm too powerful for Pettis. I'm still a champ, straight up. In my head, they want to tell me contender. I'm like, no, champion. Champion. This is it. It's in my head. All I see is gold. And in my head, when I deserve something, I'm gonna keep fighting for it. I'm gonna keep going after it. I see Pettis. He had his time. He's starting to emulate my interviews. He's starting to say some of the things that I would say, and he's starting to do some anecdotes with his face and the way he's doing certain things. And I'm like, man, I'm in your head, kid. I'm in Conor's head. I'm in Tiramisu's head. I'm not even focused on those guys. Everybody wants to put the distraction up of these guys right here, but the real main event is myself and Anthony Pettis. That's what I see in my head.
Is it frustrating that you've not been able to get Khabib or Conor into the octagon to face you before this weekend?
I think it's more frustrating to them,
right,
and their team. I think for Khabib, he's had, what, 4 times we've prepared? I mean, for myself as well. And you could try to prepare and change and learn your nutrition and do all of this, but I already know how he's going to lose. The same thing with Conor. I know how he's going to lose if they fight me. And the same thing is with Anthony Pettis. Now with these characters, when they go out there, you talk a lot of big game. And unfortunately for me, I like to save that for the octagon. But I've been getting a little bit more savvy with my stuff and my social media and increasing my value. This is entertainment. So if you guys are entertained, it's obviously working. And if you're liking, you have all these views, and what I'm doing is working. So continue to keep thinking who I am like that, because that's the picture I painted for you guys. You guys don't see the guy that remodeled his kitchen, that redid his academy, that elevated his game enough to quit drinking, to do all these different things to change my life for the better. If I can beat myself, I can beat anybody.
You wrestled at 165, right?
Yes, I wrestled at 165.
And you started your career at 170. So is there a thought in your mind that at some point you're going to end up back at welterweight? And do you think that that's going to be a better weight class for you in the long run? Because you are big as a lightweight. I
believe so. I mean, if I really put my strength and conditioning into it, I mean, I'm always going to be in shape, but just not round. You know,
it's not a good shape for fun.
No, it's not a good shape. And I have value. People are starting to recognize it, which is amazing. But it's unfortunate that it took so long for them to recognize that. My fight game is good. I'm very well spoken. I do things very colorful. If you want me to go and cut promos, go talk to these guys. I'm not that guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I like the fight game, and I like the way that my fans approach me, which is asking for a picture, not being all weird and trying to take it over here on the side when I'm hanging out with my family.
Mm-hmm.
No, they come up to me. I can go to a carnival. I can go to a fair, take my kid, have him enjoy his life, and have him actually go out there. I said this to my wife. I was like, look, I guarantee you Conor can't do that, or Khabib.
Yeah.
And I've approached this game so I can actually have my family and enjoy life, like a normal person, because I'm normal.
So you're in a good position this weekend to really put on an amazing performance and get yourself that title shot against whoever wins in the main event. How do you see that playing out?
They keep ducking me. So I mean, it's kind of hard to say like who wants to fight or compete, but the one person that was able to sign on the dotted line is Anthony Pettis. He's the one that has the balls to do it. Strap or no strap, I still think I'm the champ, straight up. But in my head, that's where I'm at. I've got 10 fights in a row, all victorious. We're on our way to number 11. I forgot how many wins I have in the UFC and all this. I stopped paying attention to the smaller things, or to the big things, and started paying attention to the smaller details, which make the bigger difference.
Yeah. I'm sure everything's in place ready for this weekend.
Absolutely.
Good luck with everything, my friend.
Thank you, sir.
I'm really looking forward to it. Tony Ferguson, ladies and gentlemen.